Rebuilding after natural disasters can easily hit billions of dollars, but recent close calls have state and county officials in Hawaii rethinking what to do. Gina Mangieri is always investigating. Gina?
Well, with more frequent and more damaging storms expected, sea level rise, and lessons learned from the lava flow, there's a move away from rebuilding where there are risks of future losses. What that means for key areas around the state remains to be seen. Lava flows, record rain and floods, erosion and sea level rise, near-miss hurricanes, and direct-hit tropical storms. Hawaii has been front and center for catastrophes over the past year. Disaster declarations bring post-event money. Things get built back up, sometimes right back in disaster's path.
Most of the money we have available is post-disaster. It comes in on the heels of all the repair.
But there's a change in thought locally and at the federal level to shift more toward prevention, what they call mitigation, avoiding repeat losses. How? Getting people and structures out of the riskiest areas. It's often referred to as managed retreat these days, but in Hawaii, it's not all that new a concept.
If you look at Hilo, this after the 1960 tsunami, the Waitea portion of town, and Shimachi, which was hit quite extensively, there was some buyouts. So that part of town, which right now is the golf course and the soccer fields, used to be a thriving community. You know, there were theaters, businesses. And now most of them have been relocated elsewhere.
Boy, it was managed retreat before that was a keyword.
Yeah, but somewhat different times. You have a lot of land available. It's called a Kaiko'o plan that the mayor, Harry Kim, always refers to as part of the model they're looking at.
Looking at now for the 700-plus homes lost to lava and other homes and farms that are lava-locked from last year's months-long flow.
One of the strategies on the table is what we call a buyout. Buy those folks out and relocate them elsewhere.
A group of state, county, federal, and community stakeholders has been meeting regularly, weighing what to do.
The logical thing is to condemn the property. It's easy to say that, but difficult to execute.
When is this group going to decide what's going to be done with those people and their property? Because they're in limbo a long, long time now.
That's really hard on the residents on the Big Island. This is a major issue the county of Hawaii is facing now, how to look at the zoning of the lava flow zone areas to encourage, again, people go back to rebuild or completely shut it off.
Hawaii County says a couple of federal programs could help pay for a buyout. FEMA money for one, but the lion's share could be a hoped-for hundreds of millions from HUD Community Development Block Grants.
Once we get the HUD money, I'm talking about the county and the state, they have about 90 days, somewhere around there, to formulate an action plan, which means exactly what they're going to do with that money. It could come within the next, I would say, 60 days.
Lava relocations are not the only managed retreat on the table. A 1,300-page hazard risk study the state had to do for the feds says Hawaii needs to reduce the risk of losses from coastal hazards, too.
Probably in a while, you're looking at the North Shore. Properties being eroded and falling into the ocean. Those properties are not cheap. Very expensive. You look at Maui, there's a development condo, I think it's Kahana Bay, and they've been severely impacted. When we look at buyouts, for example, we've done it elsewhere in the mainland. What you want to traditionally do is buy out a community, whether it's 20 folks or 5, so you don't have to redevelop the area. It becomes like a green area, or like a park or something else.
Buyouts anywhere come down to the counties. Honolulu saying potential property acquisition is on the table, but no plans for any specific locations. They add options and circumstances would be evaluated before any buyout decision. So whether it's flood control now or lava buyouts or wholesale retreat away from oceanfront land in the future, experts know that every $1 spent in mitigation saves $6 in disaster recovery spending. And yet, Hawaii only gets $575,000 a year in FEMA's pre-disaster program. We'll follow up to see if the money flow changes more toward prevention than cleanup. Back to you.